Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Well, tonight we're going to be playing some Asphalt Legends, Voltage Rush season, and there's quite a number of events that. Wait, what's this? And there's quite a number of events that are popping up. Well, there's actually not much right now, but hey, it's still quite a number. So we're going to get to that, and so before we do, we're going to have to do the usual round of announcements on my channels, and we will get to that. Okay. You know what? Okay, sure. Let's get started. Sure. All right. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. We're gonna be playing some Asphalt Legends hints tonight. So, uh, at literally several hours ago, approximately 5 hours ago, when yeah, literally 5 hours ago, the event, the SE for the Vulcano Spyder literally showed up. So there's that, and we're gonna be doing some special event as well as some grindy stuff as well for the game, because the Holly what is this? The Holly Spotlight already has a new set of milestones, and as I somehow calculated, it seems like I actually need to actually get those Holly coins. All right, so we're gonna get to that. Okay. So for those who are not familiar, there's a timer on the top left corner of my screen. If you're not familiar with that, you will figure that out later. And for those who are familiar with that, well, I guess you know. And I'll explain that later. All right. So we're gonna get started with some seasonal events first. Nah, I'm okay. Okay. So big yikes! I am unfortunately unable to unlock the Nevera R. Wait, where is it? Yeah, I'm unfortunately unable to unlock the Nevera R. I was already very close. But unfortunately, I did not have 5,000 tokens to spend for that final 200,000 Sin coins, so that could have gotten me the Nevera R for free. But I was missing tokens, so that was a big yikes. But hey, the good thing is, at bare minimum, I have unlocked my second ever Drive Syndicate car, which is the Centodechi. This decal was previously featured in the 20th anniversary spotlight. I don't know why does it have the Asphalt for Elite Racing? Yeah, the Asphalt for Elite Racing decal, but hey. At the moment, I'm basically treating this as a first sport light. At the moment, I'm definitely sure this actually performs better than the first sport. Yeah, it definitely performs better than the first sport, with the exception that the handling is kind of meh. So in a lot of ways, this is definitely similar to the first sport, but handling and nitro-wise kind of reminds me a lot of the vanilla Chiron. Well, kind of reminds me, but not exactly. Yeah, there you go. The drifting on this one is kind of wide. However, considering that the acceleration is pretty high, it's pretty reasonable on its own. And I'm definitely getting a lot of mileage out of it. It's like, it's not every day that you encounter an agile Bugatti, because the Bugattis in this game are typically like, they're usually like mega chunkers. Like, come on, Bugatti is known to be like fat cars. Like, I mean, look at the Chiron, look at the Veyron. So there's that. All right, so we're gonna get to some Vulcano. We're gonna get to the special event. Am I explaining this? Okay, I'm doing pretty bad on the Grand Prix right now. However, I don't really mind. I'm literally just playing this Grand Prix so that I can squeeze credits out of it and tokens as well. So there's that. For the Holy Fest, I'm actually on my way to unlocking the Authentica, or rather, I already have the Authentica. I'm on my way to actually maxing the Authentica, which is going to help me unlock the Utopia. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to play some missions so that I can get some tokens, some Holy tokens. Okay. What is the easiest one here? You know what? I'm gonna get to that later. We're gonna do the Vulcano Spyder first. So I did try to play this a while ago, but then again I didn't. I ended up not doing really well. So, oh well. 49 seconds. Okay. The stats immediately remind me of, again, the Centodechi at the moment. floaty drifting on this car is actually reasonable. Seven Vonk, thank you for joining in. I literally just started, so there's not really much action going on right now. So, all right. The nitro is pretty mid, at least according to the stats, and based on what I've encountered, yes, it is kind of mid. Well, kind of. So just like this is like the basic. If you ask me, this is like the basic S-Class. The basic S-Class stat distribution here. Like similar to the Centenario in the Egoista. What the heck? Okay, so there's something wrong with this car actually. Whenever I try to jump through every time I jump through the heat vents in the Vulcano. Oh, Vulcano. Nice. I didn't realize that part. Every time I jump through the Vulcano heat vents, I'm always on edge. If I'm gonna make it or not. Okay. 50 tokens, 25,000. Okay. Okay, 2 more. I always seem to be on edge. Even if I go reasonably fast, it seems like the heat vents doesn't push me high enough. Okay, you know what? Let's drive this as like not noob. Okay, so yeah, the nitro does not last very long, which is unfortunate. I knew it. That's like 3 consecutive races already where I almost didn't make it, and now I actually didn't make it. Is this car too fat? That is usually the number one reason why. Yeah, that's usually the number one reason why cars don't make it through the vent, through the heat vent. Why do I keep calling it heat vent? Thermal vent is actually more accurate. Okay, there you go. To be fair, the original Vulcano. Yeah, to be fair, the original Vulcano in the game, the nitro doesn't last that long. So that kind of makes sense. So it doesn't last long enough to actually reach its top speed. Okay, you know what? Let's go down. Okay, that was a close call. Well, hey, at least it's able to actually maintain its speed, even without nitro, without relying too much on nitro, which is good. I mean, I'm not really expecting a lot for a car to... Wait, what the heck? Oh, perfect nitros, okay. I'm not really expecting a lot for a car. Yeah, I'm not That's kind of expected for a card that has like 83 acceleration. And its top speed can go way faster than 430. Alright, so now that we're done with that, and we have unlocked the Huracan STO. Unfortunately, I only have the Huracan STO 1-star. The unfortunate thing about this, okay, for events, we got the MC20 Starway, which features the STO, which is nice. And then the Vulcano Spyder also features the STO for like 750. You know what? Wait, hold on. Oh, you can. Okay, if the Huracan STO is the only card that you need, then going with the Starway packs is actually a better option. The drop rates are 20%, which is insane. Versus the Vulcano Spyder, which the drop rate is like 15%. So immediately you can clearly see that this is a better getting it from the MC20 is actually a better option. If the Huracan STO is like the only card that you need. And I'll be honest, the Huracan STO, if to my knowledge, was like, at the moment, it took a very, very long time before the Huracan STO came out of Legend Pass, because this car used to be a Legend Pass car. And it took a really, really long time for this car to actually to get out of Legend Pass. Rather, get out of Legend Pass exclusives. Now, we're not gonna go with that for now. Costing literally 75 tokens, 750 tokens is the higher rated ones. My MC20 is almost 5 stars, and then looking at the 20 out of 55 for a... Oh, damn, that really sucks. Oh, and also, Lewis, hello, thank you for joining in. Yeah. I literally spent 1,200 tokens before when the MC20 Starway showed up originally, and then this one came up. So this was how I was able to unlock the Huracan STO. And people are like, why are you investing in this car? Dude, this car is actually part of the Vulcano Spyder. So completing more conditions is actually more important here in this case. But we're not gonna gamble there yet. We're gonna gamble here. Let's try my luck. Dang it. That was anticlimactic. Okay, let's go. Okay, what do we get? We got the Devo, 3 Devos. Oh! Damn. Okay, that was actually lucky. We got an X15 on the Countach. Okay, but we're not gonna go any further. We're not gonna go any further than that for now because I'm saving up tokens. The GT3 RS pack is even better than that Starway pack, X15. Well, in my case, wait, hold on. St. Patrick's Day. Wait, where is it? That is so weird. You know, let me look for it. Oh, there it is. At the moment, this is the only card that I have. That is in the St. Patrick's Day packs. That's it. I think also the Evora as well. Of course, yeah, the GT3 RS is definitely the prize. That's for sure. And for those people who are at least garage level 30, I assure you, getting the 911 GT3 via events is actually more is actually more economical than actually getting it via the Legend Store. During the time, I was already level 40, and I still couldn't get the 911 GT3 to show up in the Legend Store, like, at all. The way how I actually got it maxed, the way how I got my 911 GT3 maxed is actually by participating in events. 49 out of 50, damn. $49 out of 50. Last year I was able to unlock it because of Drive Syndicate. This was a Drive Syndicate car. Oh, I'm actually very close to maxing this car out already. Damn. Okay. Okay. When I dump my 3-star and 4-star wildcards on the Super GR. Yeah. If you're trying to unlock the wait, GR Supra or GR Supra RC? Those are two different cars, by the way. There are two Supras in the game. I have to say, the Supra RC's acceleration is kind of meh. Which is kind of weird because the regular Supra actually has better acceleration. Alright, so we're gonna jump to some Holly Spotlight because I need those tokens. I need those Spotlight coins. Okay. Let's start with the Authentica. Hey Rakesh, hello, thank you for joining in. So we're gonna get started with the Authentica. So it says drive 1500 meters and then after that drive nitro time. Okay. Yes, I don't care. Let's do it. I'm actually very ready here. I want to maximize the epics I can get for the Utopia since the Authentica is a pain in the ass. Yes. The Authentica stage is a big pain, to be legitimately fair. However, I would make the argument that the Zenvo is actually be a little worse. The Zenvo stage is probably a lot worse, to be honest. Dang it. This route, many people deem this route as like the speed trick route. However, if you enter it from the other side, it kind of sucks. And it's unbreakable. The issue with the Authentica, I think, is the fact that its nitro is kind of mediocre, and then its acceleration is kind of meh as well. And because of that, its speed is kind of difficult to maintain. I want to see if I can get to the 8,000. Dang it. Okay. I hate that route in that direction of this race. You lose all your speed is always below 2. Yes. I think this is the part that gets everyone riled up, and that's understandable. Oh. Okay. Nice. Do you have the Authentica? Do you think the Authentica is closer to the Centenario or the FXXK? The 5-star is better than the 4-star Authentica. Without the key, I got bonked by the Smurfs in the bracket down with that GP. Yikes. Let me see, stat-wise. Let me see a direct comparison. For context, by the way, I do own the Authentica. Obviously, the Authentica, I'm not gonna be able to unlock this without, I'm not gonna be able to unlock the Utopia without the Authentica. So this is the cent. 79. 77. Okay, so it's slightly worse. 70. So the Authentica is actually a lot worse than the Centenario, and its only saving grace is its top speed. Okay. If you ask me about the Zenvo, in a lot of ways, I think the Zenvo handles a lot like the Regera. Like, the Zenvo is not that fast. But if you're gonna look at everything else, the Zenvo handles a lot like the Regera. The handling's kind of bad. Although it does handle pretty well, it's just that it loses speed a lot. And the Nitro, despite it being pretty high, it's not that efficient. So, if you ask me, the closest comparison to the Zenvo is actually the Regera. It's basically a Centenario copyright in terms of stats. Oh, so you mean it's a replica? It's not an Authentica. It's a replica. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay. If you ask me, the Authentica being an S-Class kind of hurts it a lot. It's kind of like the regular Aventador, It's like the Aventador SV and the Huracan. The Huracan should be the better car. Yes. The Huracan should be the better car. Good. But, as we know in multiplayer, you almost never see the Aventador. Maybe the Aventador J, but not the regular Aventador. Dang it, I missed it. Again. Okay, got it. The Zenvo feels light, but it's prone to losing speed. Like the Regera. Since the Regera has a higher speed, it is much better than the Zenvo at lower stars. Yes. So basically, it's a budget Regera. But then, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the Zenvo. Why would you use the Zenvo when the Speedtail exists? Right? You can get the Speedtail to 5 stars for free. If you just wait for Starway. That's how I got my Speedtail. That's how I got my Speedtail. The Zenvo is like one of the earliest cars. Is this a Lamborghini Invincible? No, it's not. Oh, wait. Nikau or Nikau? Thank you for joining in. No, this is not the Lamborghini Invincible. It should be the better one, but it's not. The moment that the Speedtail Starway came, the desire for the Zenvo appeared. Yes. For context, if you have played the Tryon LTE, if you have played the Tryon LTE back in Asphalt 9, the Zenvo was actually the Zenvo was the card that you need to complete the condition that you need. The Zenvo was the card that you need to get Tryon Epics. Okay, so I guess I already completed. Okay, there you go. During the time I had the Zenvo at 1 stars, and I couldn't complete and I could not complete that condition. The Remac Concept S, or I usually call it the Remac CS. Okay, hold on. Let me check out a few things. So I already completed the Authentica. You did say that you were trying to reach garage level 60 with the lowest number of cars unlocked as much as you can. You can rank up key cars without unlocking them. Yes, that's actually what I'm doing right now. Surprisingly enough, that's actually what I'm... Surprisingly enough, that's what I'm doing right now. So my Utopia right now is currently 6 stars, but it's still currently locked. I'm actually three epics away from actually getting this to gold. So wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Tryon LTE used to need the TS1 car, the TS1 to get the epics for the Nemesis, for the Nemi. Even at 1 star, it couldn't complete that condition whatsoever. It's so difficult to complete that condition. When I unlocked the Remax CS, like for a time, the Remax CS was like the card that was used to, when it was a multiplayer reward before, at 1 star, I had the Remax CS because I unlocked it with multiplayer. That was the first ever split for the multiplayer. I was able to unlock it via then. It was able to complete that condition at 1 star as well. And when the Hypercoup came up, because the Hypercoup is actually featured in the... I'm mostly hitting the NPC car on this track. How can I improve? Are you talking about the Authentica? The Authentica stage? Something that you'll notice with collector events is that every time you pick up a coin in a collector event, the amount of time that you gain is actually based on your car's rank. So if you actually have more, if you rank up your car more, you would definitely get more rank. Up to, I'm not sure if it's up to 10. I know it's up to 8 at least. All right. So what was I saying? Tryon. When I unlocked the Hypercoup, at 1 star, I was able to complete it was able to complete that condition very easily. So that shows you. So now, looking at where these cars are actually positioned, I noticed that all of these 3 cars are actually right next to each other, and suddenly that actually makes sense. So, if you ask me, the Zenvo kind of feels like an NPC car. All right, you know what? I should try to do the Zenvo as well. The Zenvo stage, if you ask me, is pain. There are so many people who are complaining about the Zenvo stage. At least for the Authentica stage, all of the coins are actually 100% reachable. The problem is that for the Zenvo stage, there are 2 coins that you absolutely cannot reach. Oh, NBN8, thank you for joining in. I've seen you quite a lot on my feed. Thank you for joining in. There's so many people who actually can't get this condition, 7,500 meters. And I'm guessing also this 8,000 meters as well. there are 2 coins that you cannot pick up normally. Or you need to... No, there's one coin that you straight up cannot pick up unless it feels like it. At least the other coin you can actually pick up. For context, my Zenvo is actually not exactly maxed. It's the stage upgrades is 13, 12, 11, 11. If you ask me, I think stage 11 is possible. At least that other coin is reachable. Okay, so this is where things get tricky. Start drifting before the nitro, right? And then you perform a late spin. Dang it! The opponents keep pushing me, and they're unbreakable right now. I couldn't get that coin. Dang it! This one is also unreachable. However, I did have a video. Dang it. I did record a video where I successfully picked up that coin. And many people didn't believe me. So I showed it to them. The verdict: you can only pick up the coin if it feels like it. Dang it, 6,000. Okay, that was pretty bad. Wait, what's the other? Zenvo, where's the Zenvo? Perform jumps. Okay, so that's not that difficult. But this one I'm gonna have to do 3 times. That's pretty sad. The authentic, at the moment, the authentic is actually the one that's stopping me. Vibe Grika, hello, thank you for joining in. Wow, there's actually quite a lot of faces right now. Thanks. Thank you for joining in, everyone. So, let's see if I can reach 8,000 this time. Which I likely can. Whoa, I missed it. Okay, so right before this nitro, you have to go really slow, and you have to make sure you let them pass, and you perform an early 360, just for you to get the coin. I didn't again. Yeah, so as you can see, it's possible to get that one in the temple. It's not always feasible. However, I assure you, that is actually what... This one is unreachable, I assure you. And I missed that other one because I took the wrong turn. Dang it. Okay, that was cool. So yeah, getting that other one, getting those 2 is actually very important to actually getting 7,500 rank. Bro, this spotlight is not worth it. Okay, let me explain. If you're talking about if you're talking about like 1 or 2 of these cars straight up, if you're talking about like 1 or 2 of these cars, you have you have not unlocked, yes, of course, it's not going to be worth it. However, I maxed out the Supra. I maxed out the Zenvo. Actually, I already have the Zenvo maxed already. I already own the Authentica. It's like 4 stars, and I'm actually on my way to to getting there. Therefore, and also something you notice is that for me, I've already maxed the Utopia already. Just for a few stars can help. Okay. Just for a few stars can help in the longer run in many futures SE. I just don't want the Utopia. Hey, if you don't like it, sure. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. But for me, well, realistically speaking, the Zenvo, I kind of don't like this car, if you ask me, as well as the Authentica. But I unlocked it anyway because I know later on it's gonna be a massive roadblock later on because, you know, this specific car is required to complete the conditions of, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. It's not a problem right now, even if you say it's not worth it. Here's the thing. You guys are probably gonna say these cars are not worth it. Okay. Then later on there's a car that's actually worth it, and then it requires a car that nobody deems is worth it either. So that's gonna be a problem. It's not a problem right now. It's gonna bite you in the butt later, for sure. Okay. What am I missing here? All right, so we're gonna forget about this TS1 for now. Let's go for the big leagues slightly. This last one, 8,500 meters. It looks pretty tough, but you know what? Let's try it. Half of them are key cars. Yes. Well, wait. There's the Super RC. There's the Gallardo. There's the Authentica, the Zenvo. No, there's only 2 of them. Only 2 of them are key cars. Let's hope I don't give you guys anxiety. The reason why I have the Utopia at 5 stars before this event started was actually because of the ER9 mayhem last year. Yeah, it was because of the ER... No. Around last year, the ER9 mayhem featured this car, which is the reason why I even got this car to 5 stars. Okay, 30 seconds. Seconds. Got him. That was a close call. The Eastern F5 event will never be forgotten. Yes. But here's a massive irony. I miss when the Spotlight featured S-Class cars. The Nilo doesn't count. I hate this thing. Here's the thing. Do you know how many S-Class cars are there in this game at the moment? There's a whopping total of 71. Or at least 71, because remember, there are 2 that are kind of like hidden from the game, right? There's at least 71 cars in this. There's at least 71 S-Class cars in this game. Around 2022 to 2024, there was like almost every single SE or like unobtained or like weapons grade unobtainium S-Class cars. Yeah. Like imagine introducing all of these cars and most of them are unobtainable. So they kind of backtracked and basically reversed it a bit. Imagine being level 58 and having an impressive garage, but I only have 259 cars. Yeah. It kind of makes sense. If you're in the competitive mindset, of course, you're only gonna choose the cars that's actually good for both the player. But then again, in order for you to get those cars, you kind of need the lower cars in order for you to actually get to those cars in special events, right? That's the collector mindset. So my skills as an Asphalt player is if you ask me, it's kind of mid. Like people don't watch my YouTube shorts for skill. Usually people watch my YouTube skills for funnies. Usually. And besides, I think a lot of people actually complain a lot about Platinum 4. The only good car in Platinum 4 that many people can actually use for free is the Tryon. Yeah, it's the Tryon. And then for other players, I guess they can get their hands on the Aperta as well. And then maybe the Huayra PC. But here's something weird. When I reach Platinum 4, it doesn't matter what mode, they're still using cars from Gold 1. And at worst case scenario, they're even using the Vanda in Platinum 4. That gives me the impression that they kind of don't have much of a choice or much of a good choice in Platinum 4. Well, unless if you're one of the OGs that actually have this. So, yeah. Okay. All right, so we're not gonna do that yet. Huayra is amongst the first Class A kings, right? Correct. Yes. It is part of the OG 50 cars of this game. It is the only Class A cars with 6 stars. Yeah. Although, in my case, it was only pretty recently that I golded it because of a car hunt riot. Yeah, it's only pretty recent that I got it that I got it to gold. Yeah. So the choice of cars here is actually pretty sparse. I only play the 2K rating. Well, I also do that too in MP1. In MP1, I'm reasonably mid, if you ask me. I frequently reach Legend League, but more often than not, I only reach like top 2,500. Because realistically speaking, if I reach top 1,000, those are the true sweaty gamers that I have no chance of actually winning against, reasonably speaking. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay. Stretch rate. Okay. So for those who are not familiar with my stream, well, I do notice that there's quite a number of new faces here. So, quick introduction. You guys may have noticed that there is a timer that was running here. All right. So, uh, to prevent myself from being overstimulated, I would typically set myself a 40-minute timer to play continuously, and then after that, I would take a quick break. Usually, it's a cardio break. But to keep things interesting, if you give me, you're right, Platinum 4 is bad and people spam Gold League cars. And the minute people reach Plat 3, everyone spams SF19. Yeah. Anyway, what is this? Yeah. So, stretch break every 40 minutes. But to keep things interesting, if you are a new viewer, I would definitely encourage you to subscribe, in which I would perform 10 extra jumping jacks for every new subscriber before the stretch break. And if you're a frequent viewer who frequently returns to my stream, or rather, who frequently visits my channel, please drop a like. I would definitely appreciate that. And oh, damn. Okay, that's unexpected. Okay. So I have 2 new subscribers. Okay. So I have 2 new subscribers since the previous stream, and four people who dropped a like. Thank you for that. For context, what I'm holding is a 10-pound weight. Or for people who are not Americans, this is 4.5 kilograms. I actually use both measurements. All right. So 20 jumping jacks and then 20, 25. Okay. So for every new subscriber, it's 10 jumping jacks, and then for every new like on the stream, it is plus 5 run in place. All right. So 20 jumping jacks, 25 run. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. My watch just rang me. Okay. Oh, I think I reached my step goal today of 9,000 steps. Okay, nice. All right. So for those who dropped a like and subscribe, thank you for that. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, okay. All right. Let's do some gauntlet. No. All right, how many people attack? Whoa. Okay, that's weird. All right, another 40 minutes. Okay. So let's see. Sandbag opponent. Okay. He put it all yellow? Really? If we're gonna sandbag. You must be Div 5. Yes, I am. If we're gonna sandbag, make it stylish. 1208. 111. No. 1209. 1207. No, that's too high. Okay, so it's 12. Too low. Okay. Who's this? LVR? I guess you're up. I mean, yeah, this is a game that you can AFK on your own. Okay. You again? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Stop bringing the Chimera to Gezira Island. Oh my god. You're embarrassing yourself. Wait. 25 seconds Hellveil? Interesting. Along the same 27 seconds. Okay, I know what to use. You really saved the last two at the end, huh? I actually call the SF-90 the Red Duelist. Okay. Let's go. So all I have to do is win 3 times, and then I'm gonna get my 5 gloves. So at the moment I'm currently sandbagging, unfortunately. Okay. Well, that was a first impression. That was one heck of a first impression. Oh, to be fair, this is the Ultima. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. Alright. Alright, Sweaty Chiron, you're up. Can I beat 25 seconds? Okay, nice. You really have to hit that Boeing. You really have to hit that plane 747. Okay. How many times do I have to teach you this, old man? Do not bring the Chimera. Is it the Chimera or Chimera? Do not bring the Chimera to Gezira Island. And yes, I'm making full use of the solos. This card's actually surprisingly good in Gauntlet. Alright, got him. 24. Yeah. If you're slower than 24 seconds, you're getting the Solus treatment for Gezira Island. I'm sorry, that's just facts. Alright. Alright, there you go. Alright, I guess I don't need to beat that last one. Okay. Alright, who's next? I feel like this Chiron's acceleration is not entirely fake. Maybe it's only about 83 to 85 on the ground, but it really has good acceleration in the air and a really powerful shockwave nitro. Are you talking about the sweaty Chiron? If you ask me, it's like one of the few agile Chirons in. It's one of the few agile Bugattis in the game. Okay, 1207. Wait. Thunder Sharks is no. Motorheads 1207. What about the other guy? 1208. Alright, you know what? I want a reasonable challenge. Motorheads, you're up. 24 seconds with the per sport. I wonder what track this is. Don't tell me this is Gezira Island again. No, this is totally Gezira Island. Sorry. You're getting the Solus treatment again. Okay. Double roundabout. This is a bad idea. This is a horrible idea. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Number. I'm just legitimately flabbergasted sometimes at some of the. Yeah, I'm just legitimately disgusted at some of these lap times sometimes. People keep telling me that the Invincible is a very good car in Gauntlet. You know what? Sure. 30 seconds rocketing. Oh, that's a concern. That's a concern. Oh, you're gonna have to go to sleep. All right. And you're back at work tomorrow. All right. NB, N8. Thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my stream so far. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I usually only stream like once a week. But do check out some of my YouTube shorts because that's where I get most of my views. Unfortunately, though, that's up to you if you want to watch Asphalt Brain Rot. So that's up to you. All right. Wait, what was I doing? Rocketing to the future. Okay. For rocketing to the future, there's only one option for me. Wait. Is this the correct tune? Okay, yes, this is the correct tune. Alright. Free fall. For me, there's only one correct car for free fall. And it's literally my fastest car in the game right now. I might actually argue it's the Mosler, but I don't think so. The Mosler is a pain to handle if you ask me. Like, it's fast, but would you rely on the Mosler to actually save your butt in multiplayer at 1 star? I wouldn't think so. Come on. Got him. 24 seconds. I think my rage bait defense time uses the solos, I think. You have the devil in free fall. I would like to clarify. I don't have the devil. I don't really have much incentive to have the devil in my garage as of right now. Even if I could, nah. Okay, that was real. That was like neck and neck. 1/20th of a sec. I won by 1/20th of a sec. No, sorry. 0.5 of a second. For one, it's too expensive. That's the first one. I'm probably gonna get it after I reach level 60. Look, that was that track was Shanghai. That's its home base. So I don't know what you were expecting. Okay. Okay, that was really neck and neck. All right. Max Chiron versus Evo Chiron. Bring it. Long shot shockwave. Alright. Okay, I don't need to do free. You know what? Let's do it. Free fall. For one. Okay. The devil key costs like 150,000 gold kits. Right? For that amount of money, yeah, for that amount of money on the Gauntlet store, I could be maxing out a B class or an A class car. Damn, okay. For that amount of money, I could be maxing out a B class or an A class car. Which, if you ask me, due to the amount of time that I spend in gold and in Gold League, I would rather invest in the cars that I use the most. That's why I have the McLaren F1 and the Apollo Evo. Okay. Oh, he's still pretty high. He's still pretty high up. Volvo 8. No. Volvo 40. No, 68. Okay. You know what? Alright, fine. Easy win. Let's try Namba Park one more time. I knew I fumbled somewhere. So for me, this is mostly just practice. Resort to... What is the card I use for... Oh, wait. Surprisingly enough, at the moment, if it wasn't for evil cars, at the moment this is my fastest car for resort dash. All right, let's do it. Let's do this one. So sub 22 seconds is possible. Sub 22 seconds is possible with the invincible. So I've heard 20 faster than 21 seconds is actually possible with the invincible. Okay. A lot of people think that the CCXR is basically an imposter speed kit. What the? Excuse me, mother ducker. Okay, why did I make that jump? Uh-huh. Asphalt physics. Not even once. This immediately reminds me of my most recent YouTube short. There's a shortcut in that Osaka track that finishes the region sub 7. That sounds like a PWO speed trick that I'm not gonna dabble into. All right, let's see if I can beat Resort Dash in 20 seconds or sub 20 seconds. All right. That is one way how people get banned if they make use of those really hacky PWO speed tricks that break the track. Yeah, that is one sure way to get people banned. They can definitely use. The problem is that if you're trying to beat time attack times, that's okay. But if you're gonna use it in multiplayer, you have a very high chance of actually using it, especially when all of your opponents are clearly much better than you. So you're gonna be inclined to actually do that. And unfortunately, you have to consider that not everyone has good. What is this? Not everyone has good self-control when they do that. So that's the reason why I decided to not. That's why I decided to not dabble too deep into those stupid those hacky BWO tracks, BWO tricks, those BWO speed tricks. Because the other problem there is that there's a very high likelihood. The other problem there is that there's a very high likelihood that in the later patch they're going to fix it. Like, imagine spending hours trying to perfect that speed trick, and then in the next patch they literally patch it out. So if you build most of your skills to actually exploit that track exploit, and then the developers straight up took that away from you, what now? Right? The better option is to what is this? Usually the better thing to do is to be flexible. Yes, it pays to know your surroundings. Yes, that's for sure. It definitely pays to know your surroundings, but not like those. Okay. Vineyard Voyage. Let's go. At least Dockside Drift is still intact. Is added to, since it is still added till now. I mean, at the moment, I think San Diego is not used for MP1. It was used for MP1 before. But something you may have noticed with newer tracks is that there's quite a lot of people who discover race-breaking speed tricks that basically break the game. And there's a very high likelihood that everybody's going to exploit it, and then at that point there's like no skill involved anymore, other than exploiting that one speed trick. Like, if you don't use this speed trick, you're not gonna go fast, kind of deal. So at the moment, San Diego is currently not in MP1. If you may have noticed, and likewise, India is kind of in the same deal. There's so many places where people get forcefully respawned in India. So I think 4 MP seasons ago, was it 4 MP seasons? Yeah, 4 MP seasons ago it showed up. But it hasn't showed up in MP1 for a while. So at the moment it's only exclusive to MP2 at the moment. Oh boy, the 911 GT3 RS. Yes. Okay. Perform no jumps. Damn. Okay. You know what? I want to go all in. Let's show these Vanda who's boss. Let's see if I can reach 20 seconds. Perfectly timed Twitch moments. But not in Twitch. Perfectly timed streaming moments. Let's show this Vanda who's boss. Immediately gets wrecked. Whatever. Alright, cousin. Prepare to get wrecked. Alright, nice. Yeah, so for those who are not familiar, Rimac and Bugatti are basically the same company. Yeah. So they're basically cousins. They're under the same family. Alright. Let's do one challenge. Oh. Alright, this looks interesting. Actually, you know what? If I want to get those 22 gloves, I can just beat this guy. Okay. You know, some people for some reason when they saw the Ares S1, they immediately thought it was the Imperium for some reason. It's like a really white boy and it's colored black. Like, doesn't that remind you of the Imperium? Yeah, it kind of does. Resort dash again. Oh boy. You know what? I have not tried this card in a while. Let's try it out. For Paris of the East, maybe I should try. Yeah, Paris of the East is actually a very speedy track. There's so many people who keep bringing out the Purse Sport for some reason. Yeah, that's not how that works, unfortunately. Vineyard Voyage is also pretty... Vineyard Voyage is surprisingly all about speed as well. It only involves like one drifting section at the very end, and then that's it. Okay. I think the main thing about Resort Dash is that it's a very nitro heavy track. Because there's a very long stretch of road that's basically off-road. And you need lots of nitro to do that. Okay. Many people probably don't realize the Fordzilla P1. The Fordzilla P1 is a reverse hot rod, but with a hypercar form factor. So this was not as fast as I thought it was. Oh well. Alright. Yes, that's it. Okay, so for the last race, I'm gonna improve my time for this. Is this a rage bait defense time? No, it's not. Alright, let's do it. What is a card that I use for bridge to bridge? Ah. That one. The tunnel for me is 20 seconds, I think. Sub 20 seconds. Okay. Riverine launch. Imagine your Gauntlet in Division 2. Everyone only has the stock Nilu, Centenario, and FXXK, and all the beginner cars, and then somebody will bonk you with a stock Devo. The heck? Is that normal in Division 2? They're just sandbaggers? Like they have all of these powerful cars and then they're all just stock? Really? I assure you, if somebody has a Jesco Absolute at 1 star, sir, that is a hacker. 90% sure that's a hacker. Wall Street Ride. Okay. You know what? No. Let's force them to use their best car. Okay. And then for Wall Street Ride, let's go with the Nevera. And then for straight sprint, the car I always use for straight sprint is the first sport. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a very threatening time. Alright, let's do it. This is a very threatening set of defense. Let's do it. Yes, 23 seconds. After the Gauntlet, that guy will definitely be pushed to Division 3. I mean, for sure. Ultima. I have a feeling that the Nevera would actually do better here, considering that it has powerful acceleration. Powerful natural acceleration. Alright. Almost at 21 seconds. What is your favorite card decals in the game? Mine is the Burst Sport, Apollo, and the DSE-10's decals. I actually never thought about that. Number 1 for me is the Iris decal of the 911 GT3 Iris. That's for sure. Number 2 is probably the Cian. And number 3 probably for me is Okay. And then number 3 is the tech rules. So number 1 is the 911 GT3 Iris decal. Because as some of you may have known, I am a Hololive sim. That's why I have the That's why in the first place I have the Iris decal in the first place. The second one is the second one for me would be I wouldn't exactly say the first. The second one for me is the Cian decal. I'm not sure when the E-Tenses decal came. Oh, I know. Okay, I will get to that, don't worry. The DS E-Tense decal, I know when that came out. I'll give you a hint. Huracan. Okay, this run is pretty disappointing. Could have gone faster. Oh. Okay. I'll give you context. If you participate in MP1 pretty frequently, I'm sure you guys know this decal. The Golden Fiber Huracan. So, if you know where this came from, 99% sure you know where this came from. Yeah. But for a better explanation of what this decal is, this decal was the triumph reward of summer 2026. So if you reach Gold League in the summer of 2026, you're automatically going to get this decal for that split. Likewise, winter 2026. Yeah, winter 2026. Sorry, winter 2025 featured this decal as the triumph reward. If you're on mobile, you're not gonna be able to appreciate this texture very well. But if you're on a higher end system like a console or PC, you will notice this detail. It's a bit holographic and it's carbon fiber at the same time. And it even has hexagons, which is like everything that Lamborghini wants in the Lamborghini. It's yellow, it's carbon fiber, and it's got hexagons. So this is like the most Lamborghini decal of all time. Probably. And the best part, it's emissive. Or rather, it glows. It doesn't look good in the phone. But yes, yeah, that's true. Some people call it the B decal because of the hexagons. No. I call it the Golden Fiber Huracan because this texture, the tweed texture, is supposed to replicate carbon fiber. You will notice this. Oh, dang. Okay. You will notice this when you color carbon fiber on the hood, right? It's not the same, but the texture is very, very close. For me, it's the Bully decal. Like a Neon Frost Wolf and the Iris decal. Alright, nice. One other thing, the Corvette, the roof of the Corvette GS, when it's closed with that black roof, does not become holographic. Oh. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Yes, that's true. Are you talking about the ghost textures? Yeah, the hood doesn't become ghost. The hood is excluded from the ghost textures, which is weird. Anyway. Can you imagine? There was this one time where the game literally gave out this decal for their Utopia, and before they locked the customization on the car for unowned cars, it's still here. So whenever I bring this out in multiplayer on free try, people literally think that I'm some whale that actually spent a lot on this car to actually get this car. No, it's just, this decal is just stuck. So if you legitimately ask me, if you literally remove every possible, anime paint job reference here, or even at least VTuber reference here, like Iris over here, if you remove all of that theming, you'll notice that this decal basically looks like a real racing livery. Yeah. It's just that, of course, what is this? It's not very frequent that you encounter magenta on cars. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's not very frequent. I'm actually disappointed. I'm actually a little disappointed that the McLaren F1 doesn't have a decal. Wait, does it? Wait, it does. But they're all GP exclusive at the moment. If you ask me, some really awesome decals as well. If you ask me, the Year of the Horse decal is actually pretty dope for the Fenrir. If you ask me, it's pretty dope. Here's the problem. This car is not a horse. This car's a wolf. The name Fenrir is actually based on Fenrir, which is the mythical wolf in Norse mythology, which is known as the wolf of Ragnarok. Right? Why does it have a horse theme? If you ask me, that doesn't make sense. For those wondering how did I get this decal? Oh wait. There's this one and there's the disco ball. For those wondering how did I get this decal, I originally got it from the British tour. I think this was one of the first ever special event car keys that I've earned in a special event. If you ask me, yes, British tour is definitely one of the best seasons that existed. If the Ultima was introduced much later, if you ask me, if the Ultima was introduced much later, during the time of Evo tuning, this car would have been the poster of Evo tuning. You want to know why? Something I recently discovered are kit cars. What are kit cars? They're basically DIY cars. So, when you buy this car, you have two options. There's the DIY, there's the fully assembled one that you can literally buy and it's ready to go. The second option is the kit version. What is the kit version? A kit version is you literally assemble it in your garage. It's a literal DIY car. And the engine, well, that's the point of the kit car. You literally build it yourself, so you can also choose which engine you want. Yeah, that sounds like something that would work a lot that would work really well in Evo tuning. Like if you ask me, there is a company that goes by the name Rhino Racing, which kind of sells a car like this one, but they don't have a pre-assembled version. So the only cars that they sell is literally a DIY car. You can get it for a low price of $30,000 or 1.5 million pesos in my money. So you can literally buy a hypercar. Yeah, you can literally buy a hypercar for the price of an SUV. With the massive drawback that there is no engine. You have to buy your own engine. So, wait a minute. That means you can put a potato engine in there and make it race against C-Class. Or you can put a V8 in there and make it race against A-Class. Or you can even put a W16 engine there and make it race against A-Class. So you can make it as potato as possible, or you can make it as baller as possible. That could have been the poster. That could have been the poster car for Evo tuning. Or rather, this could have been the poster car for Evo tuning, but unfortunately, no. Oh well, too bad. The McLaren GTC class also came out in British Tour. Yes, it came out in British Tour, and basically everybody got their hands on it. Yeah, basically everybody got their hands on the British Tour McLaren GT. Well, at bare minimum 1 star. Not just the pop of the car, but to lower down the car stat. Yes. So you can literally make it as potato as possible or as beefed up as possible. If you ask me, if the Rhino Racing 00, if the Rhino Racing 1 actually showed up in Asphalt, it would be the final S-Class epic car. Right here. Like it's gonna be placed like right here. You can make it as potato as possible, or you can make it as baller as possible to make it compete in different rank brackets. So that would be nice. How many parts does an Evo car usually have? Oh wait. An Evo car, 1, 2, 4, 8, 20. There's a total of 24 parts for an Evo car. Okay. I guess for the Rhino rate, I guess for that car, it would be at least 32 parts. So it has more part variety. All right. Time check. It is currently 1 o'clock. Oh no, sorry, it's 12. All right, stretch rate. All right, we're gonna do that again. Knock. Open up your door. It's real. Non-stop blocking the stainless steel. Going hard with the end. Okay, so it looks like somebody added another light. Right. We're gonna do that. Can't run in place. All right, do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're gonna get some multiplayer. Right after this. Okay. And Classic is back. Time for some toxicity. Oh yeah, also I'm gonna have to do those clips that I promised like quite a while ago. There's a really interesting clip that I definitely need to post like probably tomorrow. It's a really awesome clip. Hey, what the heck? Yeah, it's a really awesome clip. Basically, the entire race literally fell apart in 5 seconds because there were two road ragers that basically flattened the entire race. And I somehow survived. So when I survived, I hit first place. Well, I did stay long enough in first place. However, I was able to take revenge on those road ragers, which is pretty awesome. All right. So here's something really dumb. I'm not gonna start off with the Solus GT. Let's dumb it down a little bit. Let's dumb it down a little bit and bring out the OG. Let's go. Oh boy. If you bring Silver League cars, you're gonna notice that there's quite a lot of people who are using the Solus GT. But I assure you, these people with the Solus GT only has like what? 3 stars because they want it from Drive Syndicate. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm probably one of the few people with the Solus GT at 5 stars. And I'm not even kidding. Let's see how far this car goes. There's somebody in the solos who's very persistent. No, it is a Corvette. Dang it. Oh, it's a good thing there's no one else behind me, so that's good. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be a bit of a challenge, if you ask me. If I'm only going to be using the Apollo Intenza, yeah. Like, it's a pretty fast car. Come on. And I flattened everyone. I'm actually disappointed that this car is actually devoted to Silver League, when for a long time this car was like usually Gold League. Alright. Right. Solos. Dang it. Combo breaker. There's 2 solos and then suddenly an apex. Dang it. Alright. Okay. How far ahead am I? Holy fudge cake. Okay. Okay. 1886. Let's see if I can get to 19. Is it 1925? Oh yeah, 1925. Oh, there's quite a lot of Auckland here. Not enough room for not exactly enough room for the ZR1 to actually speed up. But that's interesting. Oh, okay. Perfectly timed shockwave. Nope. Okay. Getting harassed by... Okay. I guess that was a combo breaker. Oh wait, I still get +4. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. Alright, last one. Last fuel. Let's make it count. Is anyone here? That almost got him. yes. Okay. Okay. It's time to bring out the beast. For me, the only real threats here are the two ZR1s in Shanghai. Let's go. Let's go, Solus Rocket. Oh! The slowest McLaren and at the same time the slowest Gold League car. And it seems like... Oh! Corvette fumbled. That was some unintentional road. There was the dude in the solos a while ago. The other solos a while ago was actually the one who trailed behind me. Damn. Okay. Right. Even if I don't win, this is going to take me to gold 2. Sorry, gold 3. It's gonna take me to gold 3, and I'm very sure of it. What time is it? Okay, 30 minutes. Not bad. What's the lineup? Oh, that's a lot of Evo cars. This is gonna be a challenge. Whoa. Okay, that Morsi almost got me. Oh, I got the triple jump. Oh! That Morsi almost got me, and I got him. Damn. Okay. And I think I'm gold 3 now. Yes. Okay. Alright. I'm getting dangerously close to top 1,000. So, 2050. Okay. Surprisingly enough, this car also does really well, and until you encounter the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, this car actually still does pretty well. But of course, if you have the 911 GT3 RS, yeah, just use that instead if you have it. On. Nope. Oh, somebody got knocked out of existence. Okay. Still pretty good. Somebody got noped out of existence. Okay. Okay. Huracan. Oh boy. Mode finale. Oh, there's that golden fiber Huracan there. Okay. On. Whoa! Dang it! Alright. Time for some wreck revenge. You guys saw that, right? I freaking lagged out. Okay. That was pretty bad. And I think I jinxed it. I think the last... Okay, this is the last few. Okay. Oh boy. Norway. I'm gonna be super surprised if I don't... I'm gonna be super surprised if I somehow get into the podium with this setup. Because under normal circumstances, there's no way I'm gonna win this. But you know what? Let's do it. Nope. Dang it. KO'd by Huracan. Okay. Oh well, at least I got my reward. Okay. Well, I guess that's what you get for butting heads with top 1,000 people. With people in top 1,000. So you know what? Let's take off a little bit of this toxicity, I guess, and then jump back to MP2s. This is Ghost multiplayer, I think. All right. I guess for this, how many minutes to go? Okay, 20 minutes to go. All right. I guess for this one, let's go with the new car. So this is my latest unlock so far from Drive Syndicate. Unfortunately, I was unable to unlock the Nevera R toy. And of course, some people also brought their Nevera Rs. All right, bring it. I'm home base. Got him. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Oh boy. Osaka. Oh wait. The 911 GT3 Iris is... Wait, the 911 GT3 RS is also here. In the free try cars. The featured cars. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Right. Come on. Keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Not every day that I see an agile Bugatti. Oh, you're gonna need to head out. All right, Rakesh. Thank you for joining in. Wow, I was head to head against a Senna. That's actually impressive. Though to be fair, this car is actually right around. Yeah, at the moment, these cars are ranked. Kind of competes with these cars right down here, like the lower S class at the moment. So makes sense. I'm approaching dangerously close to top 1,000 in this multiplayer league. Oh boy. gotta be kidding me. Oh well, this is Caribbean, so that's less of an issue. Let's do it. One. Hard right. Okay, good game. That was a tough battle, but good game. That insane overtake. My God. Anyway, top 1,000 in MP2. All right. I'm expecting races to get a little tougher here from here on out, I guess. So. My next car. Oh God. Naniwa Tour. Really? Next car, I'm gonna be doing Shelby GR1. This one. Imagine being in the lobby with all Porsche 911s, and it's suddenly Bugattis. Yes! Damn, that was sick. Okay. Okay. Now for a sudden change of pace. Interesting enough, this car is actually featured this week for this MP1. Quite a lot of people actually don't like... quite a lot of people don't know this car exists. Interesting enough. Oh boy. And interesting enough, I feel like I'm the only person who actually uses this car right. Or at least who can use this car right. As some of you may have seen in my YouTube shorts, where I basically sometimes encounter the Bugatti Mistral and I basically slate gods with it. Not all the time, of course. Sometimes when the top speed track throws up, it doesn't always work that way. Alright. Let me show you noobs how things are done. I left everyone in the dust. Yeah, that basically shows everyone. That basically shows you that this is not a car that's. This is not a car that's very easy to handle. But when you can handle it, it's like strangely one of the best cars that you can actually use in this class, in this segment. No one's gonna give this car a second thought because of how low this car is. Like no one is expecting a sub 3,000 car to actually hit hard. And as you can see here, yeah, 4 seconds faster than the Dodge Viper. How that happened, I have no idea. Alright. And for those who don't know this, yes, this car is a part of my stream background. Let's see if I can find some gods to kill. Like sometimes oh. We got the P1 and the Centenario. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. My understanding, I know the Donk V8 is actually much slower. Got it. Okay. Well, I guess I lost the drifting battle, so makes sense. If you guys think the fixed camera looks a little slow, yeah, it kind of feels that way because something about the fixed camera, the default position of the fixed camera is that it's kind of far away and then it's zoomed in. That's why it feels like it's not that fast. If it's close up and then it's super wide, that's when it's gonna feel fast. For the purpose of time attacking, you'll be surprised how good fixed is for hitting those precision turns. Of course, you wouldn't consider using fixed camera since, you know, Asphalt is not exactly a precision-based racing game. Well, the races are legitimately getting tougher because I'm already in the top 1,000, so... So the top 700 is actually... The top 600 is actually where it seems like I'm gonna have to hit a skill wall because of this car. Interesting. Oh. This is one of my favorite tracks. Let's see how it performs. The amount of speed tricks that you can perform in this track is insane. Dang it. Alright. Time for some revenge catch up. Dang it. Wrong way. That was really bad. Oh well. Okay. Minus 20, damn. Yeah, this is one good reason why I don't fight for the top 1,000 in MP1. The chances that you're going to straight up go from top 1,000 to top 2,000 in just one fell swoop is like the chances of that happening is very high. What is this? In MP1, the reward difference between top 2,500 and top 1,000 is like not that different. So interesting enough, I have not encountered the H2 speed in this multiplayer. On. Okay, nice. That was not enough to actually get my rank back. Oh, hello RPM Nick. Thank you for tuning in. I somehow got into the top 1,000 of MP2 for some reason. And I guess for once, there's at least one multiplayer where I'm actually encountering more people who are using the GR1 other than just me, because it's a featured car. Oh, yes. Okay, nice. Alright. Oh, somebody actually brought their H2 speed. Nice. And they still got wrecked. Okay. Do I have any more fuel? Dang it. I have no more fuel. Okay. That sucks. You know what? For funsies, I'm gonna do one more race. But yeah, this is just for funsies. Oh boy. Instant regret. Alright. Got him. Wait, was that a Regera? That was a Regera. I'm sure of it. Yeah, that's a Regera. That's a Regera. Okay, so I guess I didn't regret that decision. Okay. Yeah, somebody actually brought the Regera here. He was neck and neck with me and he still lost. I think he crashed. I think he crashed. Okay. That's a reasonable crash out, I guess. I definitely wish I can get more Deus Vian and Hypercoup blueprints. So yeah, and also Valkyrie blueprints as well. Valkyrie blueprints are like impossible to get if you ask me. All right. Am I missing? I think the next thing that I'm gonna have to upgrade is the TS1. So, okay. All right. Quick check on my. Okay, I see somebody actually dropped a subscribe on my channel, so we're gonna do that. So this is right. Okay. So technically, this is a strength break. So we're gonna do that. So one new subscriber and one new like. Okay. So to the dude who gave me a subscribe and if they also gave me a like, thank you for that. All right. So 10 jumping jacks and then 10 running plays. All right. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you for that. So for those who are currently watching, yeah, for those who are currently watching, I'm actually gonna say that you've already reached the end of the stream. So next week is gonna be the season finale of this of Voltage Rush from my understanding, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more intense races after this. at that point, I think a lot of people have already completed their garage for this season. So we're gonna have to get to that. So, and also I'm gonna have to ramp up my clip uploads for sure. I have one that's planned this morning, later this morning. All right. Skinny boy. John 4:20. Anyway, yeah, the dude in the Viper kept I couldn't get rid of him. That's for sure. Pretty epic rivalry moment. Anyway, so for those who are currently watching, all I'm gonna say, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for bearing with me, and I guess see you guys next week for the season finale. And also, if you have already subscribed, do expect a few clips that are coming in the next few days. Oh, that was you. Oh, I guess GG to you. I guess GG to you too. My suggestion, I would strongly suggest. Yeah, I would strongly suggest that you try out the GR1 because that car is a very very underrated gem that nobody uses. I'm guessing nobody uses it because they think. I'm pretty sure nobody uses it because they think it's some filler car in the garage that they sometimes see in the trade coin store. Like they would rather go for a faster car, for better cars. But I strongly suggest that you try it because for me, yeah, you should definitely try it. And because this is a featured car right now, it's currently free try maxed. You'll be surprised how good it is. And for comparison, compare it with the H2 Speed and the NSX. That's my best comparisons. It's actually better than those two. It's actually better than those two combined. You'll be surprised. All right. Anyway, so what is this? I will be uploading one new clip later this morning. And I will also be uploading a few more clips after that. Hopefully by Friday. Hopefully, because I'm definitely pending with a lot of clips. There's actually there's actually 3 clips that I want to upload like really soon. I'll give you guys a hint. One is a picture. One is a picture where it shows one is a picture that you've probably seen in some of my community posts, where it shows a Bugatti Chiron flipped upside down. And I asked everyone, is it wrecked or no wrecked? Well, you guys are gonna know the answer. That's the first one. Number 2, it's yet another Bugatti clip. It's titled "Violence Breed Violence." All right. Interesting enough, Davis DXX is also in that clip. Interesting enough. Last one, number 3. I think I finally now have a sequel to that, to my most watched video. And it shows, in one of my posts, it shows me driving the Centodeci, and it shows a very familiar road. So yeah, those are. I'm not gonna give you guys context on what those are, but those are the titles. All right, so do watch out for those content, and either way, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week, and of course, do watch out for my clips next week. By next week. All right.